can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. It's too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. It's too easy. I've been there, done it, seen it. Boy, all that like Keenan. Still got crack, they fiendin'. Flow still hot like Phoenix. Shine so bright, I'm gleaming. This off top, I'm tweaking. Fresh out the rat like Neiman. And I'm still tryna fight my demons. Cause we all gotta act like Tina. That's why I gotta ride with the Nina. Outside, it's a war going on. Make me put my hands on my head like the Macarena. They want you walking on board like Kima. Ain't give a F to you like John Cena. Putting blood on a brand new Beamer. Tryna earn they stripes like Adidas. You get cold when you ride with the heater. It'll turn you to a dog like a keto. And expose to a cat like a cheetah. They smoke my partner like reefer. Dímelo porque yo no entiendo. Mi gente must really need Jesus. They shed real blood. I never seen the crypt and I believe it. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. It's too easy.
Welcome in. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Dewan, what's up? If you're in the chat, say hello. It is Wednesday. Chris, what's up? Phillies are choke artists. Yeah, Stephanie, I'm already tilted about that today. Don't even get me started. I'm not gonna complain about it actually because the Phillies have made us a lot of money, so I'm not gonna complain. But we did have Phillies first five today, and of course we had Phillies first five spread, mind you, not money line, and of course it was tied 1-1 going to the sixth. So that's an L. It's tilting when you realize that at one point they had bases loaded, nobody out, and they managed to score one run they had bases loaded, no outs, and Kyle Schwarber, JT Realmuto, Bryce Harper up top of the order at the plate, bases loaded, no outs. They scored 0 runs, or they scored 1 run. Super tilting. So yeah, that was definitely unfortunate, but it happens. The Phillies have made us a bunch of money, so I won't tilt it too much. We have a really sweaty bet going on with the under 7.5 in the Tigers-Guardians game. It was 4-2 after like 4 innings, and I was like, oh boy. But it is 4-2 still in the bottom of the 7th. Hopefully the Tigers get out of this. There's 2 outs, and then we have oh no, what happened? The line just got pulled. Did he get a hit? What happened? Somebody tell me. Does anyone have the game on? Gary Sanchez playing first base today is hilarious. What happened in this Cleveland? Oh, he got a single. Okay. All right, let's get out, Tigers. Let's get out of this. It's 4-2 going to the 8th. That would be nice. I would like that. I saw that line got pulled and I got nervous. I thought our guy Manzardo hit a home run, but looks like he hit a single. All right, so we're sweating that. A lot of day baseball today. So we do have some baseball to talk about, and then we have one basketball game to talk about. This might be a quicker stream because, 2 of my baseball bets were earlier. So we're going to go through it, the slate, and then, we'll talk about this basketball game. I kind of want to craft a parlay for this basketball game tonight since it's the only game on. And we also have hockey tonight. So if you have been following along with the futures bets, obviously we have a Boston. What did we take? We have a Boston and Oilers parlay for them both to win the championship, and then a Timberwolves Oilers parlay for them both to win the championship. So the Oilers do play tonight. We have a big. We're rooting for the Oilers hard here. So hopefully they can at least get to the Stanley Cup and give us a sweat, because I feel pretty confident in one of Boston or Minnesota making it to the NBA Finals. So I would like to just at least get us a ticket to the dance so we can at least sweat something out, right? Like at least give us a little sense of hope here. What were your takeaways from NBA last night? Yeah, okay, we could talk about that. Also, if you watched the stream yesterday, like again, I had a 3 and on my premium card yesterday, 3-1 baseball bets, but it was pretty flawless. I feel like the stream yesterday. I mean, everything we talked about went our way. I talked about Jose Barrios being a fraud and how the Phillies were my favorite play on the slate. I wish I would have went heavier than a unit on that because they dominated. We took them first five and we took them first five and full game. So I guess it was kind of like a 2-unit play, and they won both of those easily. I talked about Patrick Sandoval strikeouts. He struck out 7. That was a good play. I talked about the Angels in that game, and they won handily. So pretty much everything went our way on the stream yesterday. So hopefully we can repeat that today. In terms of my takeaways from NBA last night, not shocked Dallas lost the first game. I mean, they lost the first game to the Clippers and still won the series, and it was in Oklahoma City. They struggled with foul trouble the whole night. So no big takeaway there. I still think that's going to be a really close series. Hopefully Dallas wins for our bet, but we'll see what happens. But I wasn't shocked, that they lost the first game, considering they lost the first game to even the Clippers last round. In terms of the Cavs and Celtics series, though, yeah, I mean, we talked about if you would take Cavs to get swept or Boston in 5 yesterday. I don't know how the Cavs win more than a game if they're gonna shoot that way. They've shot terrible from 3 the entire postseason, and that continued last night. If you look at the Cavs, I saw a stat: Cavs on the road. Let me see if I can find this. I can't remember where I saw this stat at. I think I saved it though. Thunder up, Mike. Yeah, they looked good last night. I mean, they won, and Jalen Williams really wasn't doing much. Like, definitely has to be encouraging for the Thunder. OKC in 7. I can see that definitely, Dewan. Okay, here we go. Cavs in 6 road games over the last 2 postseasons. 0-6. Average margin of defeat, 20 points. So the Cavs have lost by an average of 20 in 6 road games dating back to the beginning of the last season. If you want to further that even further, this is from @CleveTA on Twitter. So go follow him. I want to shout him out for this stat that I saw pop up on Twitter today. But his stat was commenting on that stat of the Cavs being 0-6. His stat was, if you go back even further to LeBron's last year in 2017, the Cavs are 1-11 straight up, 2-10 against the spread on the road in their last 12 playoff games, average 19 points defeat. So even further back, go back to 2017, they're still losing by 20 a game, and it's just not encouraging. So I don't know, that line in the next Cavs game, is it up? Let me see. Yeah, it's Celtics minus 13.5. How do you not bet Celtics minus 13.5? I mean, if we're just reading the tea leaves here, it's not encouraging. Tigers did get out of that jam. Let's go. Okay, let's just get through these last 2 innings. We don't need any runs scored in these last 2 innings. He had a nice fourth quarter. Yeah, he did. But I mean, they were up like before the fourth quarter, Mike. Like they were going to win that game probably anyways. Tim Hardaway is garbage, I think, is what happened to him, True Love. I don't know. They played better without him in the first series. He did not look good last night. Would you rather take Yankees or Reds today on the money line? All right, we'll dive into baseball here, and then we'll come back to basketball at the end. To answer your question though, Chris, of if I would take Yankees or Reds, I would probably say Yankees just because the Astros look bad. I don't know what's up with the Houston Astros, but they look bad. They look horrible right now. I mean, there's talk that the Astros could be sellers at the deadline, which is crazy. I mean, I know it's only May 8th, but still, they do not look good. So, if I had to pick one of those teams tonight, Chris, I would probably go with the Yankees. I don't trust Houston right now. Mobley, another disappointing game. Yeah, I mean, I know he's been playing there because Allen's been out, but um, it's still not something he's accustomed to because he hasn't been able to play there for the entirety of his career, basically. He's been terrible he's been terrible offensively in the playoffs. Darius Garland, again, has been horrible. There's just no other way around it. Donovan Mitchell, Jared Allen when he played, Donovan Mitchell, that might be it. That might be the only two guys that have shown up for the Cavs. I mean, Max Strus has had like one good game, and Karis LeVert had like one good game. Like Donovan Mitchell and Jared Allen when he played are the only guys in the postseason that have shown up for the Cavs. Pretty despicable, if you ask me. My Nats will take Tucker. Yeah, I love Kyle Tucker, Dewan. I'm with you. He's so good. I don't know if they would trade him, but I could see maybe, Alex Bregman or something like that maybe getting moved. Also, can we for a second shout this out? Yesterday on the stream, obviously I told you guys I only watch hockey when it comes to postseason, but I literally predicted the New York Rangers winning that game. It took 2 overtimes, but they did win the game. So hockey, I actually feel like I'm like up 10 units on hockey lifetime, which is hilarious because I've probably made, I don't know, 8 hockey bets in my life, but somehow we consistently do hit on these hockey bets. So I don't know, maybe I don't love the lines tonight though. I was looking like obviously I'm rooting for Edmonton, but there's no reason for us to bet that because we have the futures. And then in the Bruins Panthers game, Panthers are pretty heavy favorites. Obviously, Boston won that first game. I don't know. Beats the blowouts in NBA. Oh, 100%. Those hockey games were great, Stephanie, and playoff hockey is amazing. I mean, playoffs for any sport are good in my opinion. Like the NBA regular season, it's tough to watch. Like it really is. Even when we bet NBA regular season, it's tough for me to watch a whole game. But the playoffs for NBA, sometimes they're blowouts, but overall, it's still a better product. Like the guys try harder and they play defense. But playoff hockey is unmatched. I love playoff baseball. I think playoff baseball is amazing. Obviously, March Madness is fantastic. NFL, the playoffs is great for NFL, but like NFL is the only sport where I feel like the average person watches, all of the regular season and then the playoffs too. Like everyone watches NFL Sundays. So that's really no different. But there are people like, the casual fans not watching every single baseball game or every single basketball or hockey game throughout the course of the season, but they'll tune into the playoffs. Playoffs been lackluster. I would agree in a sense. I think there's series. Boston, Miami was horrible. Cavs Magic was entertaining because it went 7 games, but the actual basketball being played wasn't very good. Outside of Donovan Mitchell, those last few games was fun to watch, but like I think like Denver and the Lakers was a fun series, even though it didn't go a crazy amount of games. The Knicks and Sixers was an amazing series, and Denver and Minnesota the first 2 games, even though Minnesota's up 2-0, has been fun to watch. But yeah, some of the series have not been great. I agree with that. Playoff hockey is amazing though, so I'll definitely be tuning in, rooting on the Oilers tonight for our bets. Starting in baseball, though, we have some games starting up here soon. 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Oh no. Two outs, top of the 8th in the Guardians game. Okay, it went to 3 outs. Let's go. Come on. This is so sweaty that it's at 6 runs. Oh my gosh, I can't. We do have some games starting up soon here. We have Rangers and Oakland A's starting in about 20 minutes. Michael Lorenzen, JP Sears. That's the first game of a doubleheader. So if you guys are betting that, if you're betting, if you're going to put a bet on that game, make sure you pick, game 1 or game 2, depending on what you want, because there is 2 games between those teams today. I think that the A's first 5 is a little interesting in the first game. I didn't bet it, but you guys know I'm a big fan of JP Sears. I think that he is Oakland's best pitcher, and he's been really good as of late. If you look at his numbers for the season, his first 2 starts, he was absolutely horrible. He pitched against the Guardians and the Tigers, and he was absolutely horrible in those first 2 starts. If you look at his 5 starts since the first 2, he's made 7 total. So if you look at his last 5 starts, he has a like sub 4 Sierra. He's got a sub 3 ERA. His swinging strikes are up over 12%, and he's looked really good. So I think there is some value into backing him because the A's are pretty much always going to be underdogs for the most part. Every night throughout the season, the A's are going to be underdogs more often than not, even when JP Sears pitches. So I do think he's one of the guys I'll look to bet on the Oakland A's. So I think you could look at maybe a no-run first inning, a first 5 under, or just take the A's plus a half for the first 5. That would be my lean in that game 1. In game 2 of the A's and Rangers, I love the over. We have Jack Leiter coming back up. He's making his second career start. If you guys remember, he got lit up by the Tigers in his first start. A's will probably be dealing with some bullpen action here because of it being a doubleheader. And the A's bullpen is not good. So, the bullpen, depending on what JP Sears does, they really need a big game from him in game 1 so that they're a little bit rested up heading into that game 2. But I like the over. I think there's going to be runs scored in that second game. So that's my take on those ones. Mets Cardinals, I didn't take anything here. I would have to lean towards the Cardinals, but their lineup is so bad. Like, can we talk about the St. Louis? What has happened to the Cardinals? Look at this lineup that these guys are rolling out here. Let me pull it up. The St. Louis Cardinals lineup today. Jose Fermin is leading off. Lars Nootbaar batting second. Arenado, Ivan Herrera, Alec Burleson, Dylan Carlson, Mason Wynn, Pedro Pages, and Michael Ciani. That lineup features 3 people I don't even know. These are guys they've created. MLB, the show, created players are in the lineup for the Cardinals today. Who is Michael Ciani? And where did he come from? That lineup is terrible. So I really don't want to go out and bet on them. They obviously have a pitching matchup advantage because they have Sonny Gray going, and that's why the total of this game's at 7.5 because they have Sonny Gray going, and then their lineup looks like the Toledo Mud Hens are trotting that lineup out. So I have no idea what to do with that game. Yeah, probably just avoid that, to be quite honest with you. All right. What else do we have here? Reds and Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks are slight road favorites here at -120. Chris, I know you asked about this game in chat earlier. It's Graham Ashcraft against Jordan Montgomery. Decent little pitching matchup here. I like both these guys. Totals at 9 runs. Should be pretty decent hitting weather in Cincy today. And obviously, we know that, that's a good hitting environment when it gets warm down there. So I think that's why the total is what it is at 9. I would be interested in an over here. Don't have a lean on one of the sides. If you like Arizona, I would say bet it on FanDuel, not DraftKings, because DraftKings has it at -120. FanDuel has it at -112. So you're getting 8 cents of value by taking them on FanDuel if you like Diamondbacks, but over would probably be my lean in that game. Orioles, Nationals, Parker against Bradish. I mean, the public is pretty heavy on Baltimore here. They're -180. They're getting 88% and 84% of the tickets, depending on if you look at money line or spread. They're pretty public. Totals at 9 runs. Didn't love anything when I dug into that game, so that was an avoid for me. If someone in chat has a play for that game, feel free to post it. Same can be said for the White Sox and Tampa Bay. You guys know I don't like to bet on huge favorites. We did yesterday. We had a first 5 parlay Tampa and the Dodgers. That was risk-free investment. They both won the first 5 handily. Today's the same situation. The Rays are huge favorites, minus 255 on FanDuel. Aaron Savali against Chris Flexen. Chris Flexen continues to be terrible. His expected ERA is 4.87. That's not as bad as some guys. Like, it's not as bad as Soroka, who was going yesterday, but I mean, he's only striking out 13% of batters. So yeah, he's just not very good. Aaron Savali, on the other hand, has a 3.14, or not 3.14, rather 6.14 actual ERA, 3.65 expected. So Aaron Savali has been pretty unlucky this year. We're talking about a 3-run differential almost between actual and expected ERA. That's definitely noteworthy to me. He can get strikeouts at 24.5%. His walk rate's pretty middle at 6%, so nothing crazy there. Hard contact's not crazy. Its expected WOBA isn't insane at 306. So yeah, it looks like Aaron Savali's due for a bounce back start, and he's matching up against one of the worst offenses in baseball in the Chicago White Sox. So this could be a spot where, he does bounce back. We see some of that regression come in when he's going up against a pretty bad opponent. So that definitely has me interested in Tampa Bay here. If you want to bet them first 5 on the spread, let me see what the odds are. It's minus 1.5, so I would not do that. So this would be a spot where I can look to do another first 5 parlay with the Rays at minus 230, or you could just take a shot on the Rays at minus 1.5 at minus 118. So if you want to play Rays minus 1.5, I think that's fine. Or if you want to do the first 5 parlay with the Rays and another team, I think that's fine as well. That'd be my lean there. I might add that to my card actually, because I'm pretty encouraged about Savali having a good start here. Maybe we could do, let's see, if we did Rays first 5 money line, and we did I mean, there's just nobody, like, I don't feel great about any of these other games tonight. So maybe we could do something in the basketball game, maybe Knicks money line plus 116. That gets me interested. That might go on my card. We might do Rays first 5 money line, parlay that with the New York Knicks money line for a plus 116. That looks pretty good to me. Brunson, Hart, and DiVincenzo to combine for 70 in today. Boost seems like a trap. I would not bet that, most definitely. Any no sweat MLB parlay ideas? Yeah, I'll look into it. But Rays first 5 money line plus Knicks money line, that's going to go on my card, most certainly. Continuing on for the baseball slate, we have Yankees Astros, Arrighetti going against Carlos Rodon. Rodon he hasn't been great. He's not been what the Yankees expected of him when they signed him, but he's been definitely better than last year. Last year, he had a 6.86 ERA, 5.34 expected. This year, 3.68, 4.46. So the numbers are definitely better. Strikeouts are pretty mid, though. I mean, this guy, when we saw this guy in the White Sox, I mean, he was striking out 35, 36, 34% of batters faced when the year before the Yankees got him. Now he's down to, 22%. So that's not great. But he's definitely been better than he was last year. And like I said, I don't want to bet on Houston. They just have not played good. So this is probably a stay away from me overall. Braves are massive favorites over the Red Sox in the next game. Nick Pivetta going against Chris Sale. Chris Sale's been really good this year. 2.81 expected ERA, 30% strikeouts. Like, this guy's back. Chris Sale doesn't get enough love. I mean, he's dealt with a ton of injuries throughout his career, but he's been fully back this year for the Braves. Just elite numbers across the board. 84 average exit velocity is one of the best numbers in all of baseball. He is not getting hit hard whatsoever. And I like what I've seen from him. So kind of tough for me to go against him here, but he's a minus 205 on the money line, so I'm not betting that. This would be a Braves first 5 or a first 5 under situation. Versus old team. Yeah, it is a revenge game for Chris Sale as well against the Boston Red Sox. Let me see here. He's getting a lot of whiffs on his slider, which is, nothing new here. He's always had a crazy good slider. He's allowing just a 159 batting average with that slider this year. Let's take a look at the Red Sox against sliders. Let's see what they're doing here. We'll go 2023, 2024 versus sliders. It's pretty bad. 27% strikeout. They got pop, but oh wait, that's the Braves. I'm an idiot. 40% strikeout rate and a 225 WOBA for the Boston Red Sox against sliders with the 118 ISO. This has to be a Chris Sale strikeout day. This is looking like a Chris Sale strikeout ladder day. His line is at 7.5. Give me, I mean, that's high. So I don't know. Give me like 8. Yeah, I'll take the over. Give me Chris Sale to punch out 10 tonight. So I think Chris Sale over strikeouts looks good. If you want to ladder it up to 10, that definitely has me interested. Monster strikeout splits for the Red Sox against sliders. He's had a great slider this year. He's always had a good slider. So I'm interested. Plus the revenge factor that Dewan pointed out in chat that came through for us with Jack Flaherty. Maybe Chris Sale can channel that for us today. So give me the Chris Sale over 7.5 Ks, even though that's an absurdly high number. Oh, God. There was a run scored. It's 4-3. It's set 7 runs in this game. And it's 4-3, and we're in the top of the 9th. And we just need 3 outs. We just need 3 outs to cash this bet. What is going on? How did they score a run? Look, I looked away for like 10 seconds from this, and there was a run scored. A single, a strikeout, and then Brian Rocchio got to third on a throwing error. And then a fielder's choice ground out, and he scored. That's how we got a run scored. That's terrible. All right, 1 out in the 9th. We're going to sweat this out. 1 out in the 9th. Can we please? We just need 2 outs. 2 outs. Okay, we got one. We got one. We need 1 out. We need 1 out to win this bet. Oh, my God. All right. Is there a couple more games? Yeah, we have Twins, Mariners, and Giants, Rockies. The last 2 games of the night. So I like the under in this Mariners game at 7.5, super low total. Normally I don't bet 7.5, so you guys know that. But for some reason I bet 2 of them today. But Chris Paddock's been good over his last few starts. George Kirby has been amazing over his last few starts. So I kind of like the under in that game. And then the Coors game, I have no idea. I mean, Jordan Hicks I'm a fan of, so maybe Giants first 5 would be my lean, but I did not take anything there. Overall, for me today, favorite bets would be I like this Chris Sale strikeout prop. I like this Rays first 5 and Knicks parlay, and maybe we could do something with that A's Rangers game. It's Javi Baez. I mean, come on, just get this guy out. Javi Baez is an automatic out, anyways. 1-2 count. Strike him out, please. Always something. It literally is, Dewan. People that don't bet don't understand like the stuff that we go through. That is a great point by you. Let's go. Got him out. That was sweaty as hell, but 1-1 start to the day. All right, I'm not tilted anymore. Stephanie, I know we were tilting the beginning of the stream about the Phillies, but we don't have to tilt anymore. Because I was just assuming that was going to lose. I was like, oh, great, 0-2 start to the day. But somehow they managed to keep that under 7.5 runs. Thank you. All right, for the basketball game tonight, obviously I like the Knicks. Should we do a crazy parlay? Jalen Brunson somehow the other night made like no 3-pointers. Let me pull up. Hold on. Let me pull up that game log. Box score. Like, someone explain this line to me. He scored 43 points and made 1 3. How is that even possible? How does that work? Although the bet we took, if you guys remember, the bet we took from chat in game before that started was Brunson to be the leading scorer in every game of the series plus 170. That's looking hot because I mean he just went for 40 and didn't even make 2 threes last time. I don't know how they're gonna stop him. It's tough to like make. I don't know what could we do for a parlay for this? Like, nobody on Indiana really shoots threes a ton. Like, even Halliburton doesn't shoot that many. So, that kind of weirds things out because I do like to bet on the three-pointers. I think we could do maybe 3+ threes for Miles Turner at plus 180. And then we could do maybe DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo to make 4 is plus 105. OG Anunoby to make 3 is plus 200. Do you like today's boost? On FanDuel, what is it? Oh, that 70+ points? No, I'm not betting. I would not bet that. I would not bet that. I don't know. I like Miles Turner to get some threes. I think that's a good. I think you could do a same game parlay and do like Miles Turner 2+ threes and Miles Turner 15 points. What does that pay? Minus 137. I don't love that. I don't love the odds on that. We could just do Miles Turner 20 points, I guess. I don't know. I don't love anything. I'll look into it more after stream, but I don't know if I'll bet any basketball today. In terms of hockey, let's pull that up. It looked like the line was moving against the Oilers based off what I saw. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. This says minus 130. Now it's minus 142, so maybe not. We are all Oilers fans tonight. I'm putting that parlay in, though, as soon as I can get off stream. Tampa Bay Rays first 5 money line, Knicks money line. I am putting that in for 1 unit. That about does it. A little 30-minute stream. Went through the baseball slate. Not much going on. I don't know what. Let's check. Let's take a look at tomorrow while I'm on stream. Let's just see what tomorrow brings us. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 baseball games to talk about tomorrow. And there's no basketball tomorrow? Oh, wait, no, there's not. Cavs, Boston's tomorrow, and Mavericks Thunder. Okay, perfect. All right, so yeah, we'll be on stream tomorrow, 3:00. We're gonna recap today. We're gonna preview tomorrow. There's a couple baseball games, a couple basketball games. Maybe we'll cook a parlay up tomorrow for basketball because there's more than one game. Hopefully the Oilers win tonight, and hopefully you guys have a good night betting. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I'll be live tomorrow, same time, same place, 3 p.m. MLB No Sweat. I mean, I haven't looked at any props today, so I don't really I would have to dive in. The only prop I know I for sure like is Chris Sale strikeouts. And you can ladder that up. Let me see. What is him to get 10? I can't. FanDuel is on some bullshit. I can't even bet Chris Sale 10 strikeouts. Like, what is this? They only have 9. The guy's line is 7.5, and I can't bet 10. That makes no sense. Like, if you have someone set at 4.5, I would understand not offering 10+ strikeouts. You have a guy set at 7.5 strikeouts. Why can I not bet him to get 10 strikeouts? That makes literally 0 sense. How does that make any fucking sense at all? Like, that's stupid. How do you not offer 10, 11 strikeouts for a guy that's line 7.5? So that will not make sense. 9+ is plus 186. Guys, I definitely think you can look at that. But FanDuel is just horrible. Tyrese has to bounce back. Yeah, I think it'll be a close game again, but I think the Knicks will win. Knicks are going to be up 2-0 going to Indy, and we'll see what happens. But thank you guys for tuning in. I will be live tomorrow, 3:00. I'll see you then. Good luck tonight. And hopefully we make some money.